Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and the fun thing that we're trying to do is we are playing Merriment Control. So Outlaws Merriment, 4 converted mana costs enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one at random, create a red and white creature token with these characteristics or those characteristics. So you get to choose one of these three things, either a 3/1 human warrior with trample and haste, a 2/1 human cleric with lifelink and haste, and 1/2 human rogue with haste, and that says when this creature enters the battlefield, it does 1 damage to any target. So we get a bunch of different options, all these ones that are popping up here beside it, by the way. And every upkeep that we have, we get one of these creatures out there. So it is a consistent output of new creatures, and all we're trying to do is basically have Outlaws Merriment out, have multiples out, and just kind of control the game otherwise with a bunch of other things. We do have other win conditions with Sarkhan the Masterless, with God Eternal Kefnet, Chandra, Realm Cloak Giant. I also have Bone Crusher Giant, and if you guys notice, I don't actually have a few of these cards, and the reason why is because I'm going to try out the play any deck in standard format for now. I only have 4 games left because I've been testing out a ton of different decks, just debating if I want to be using it. But the issue is I don't have any more mythic rare any more mythic rare stuff. So if you guys want to help support me to help keep going, the Patreon channel is kind of where I do that, or you can hit the join button down below. Both kind of help me out so that I can be getting, spending more money to buy more cards. But I totally understand you guys want to do that for yourself, so makes sense. Anyway, but if you guys want to help me out, that's how you can do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does. This is just a basic control deck with Outlaws Merriment as the main win condition, so let's get into it. Here we go. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, we're up against Huaki. Bring it on, Huaki. And we're playing Merriment Control. We only get 4 games to try this out with this one. I almost went down lower, and then I was like, wait, I need to have at least 4 games so I can test something out with the play anything deck style here, or the format. So I'm really excited to jump into this one and see how this deck goes. Well, Quench is really good. If we had Deafening Clarion, I mean, the issue is that we need 2 white mana for this to really work. But Quench is pretty good early game. If we were on the play, it would be even better. I think we do mulligan this one. This is better. We'll keep 6, and I think we drop. We don't really get to have the absorb now, do we? The main reason here is for Teferi. I might drop absorb just because we don't have the extra blue mana. Outlaws Merriment is what we're going for. Realm Cloak Giant is good removal later game. But it might be the Outlaws Merriment that we drop here. Just it doesn't do enough. Well, let's drop the absorb. Okay, Scorch Spitter come down. All right. I am liking these Scrylands. Scrylands are amazing here. I think we're gonna put that to the bottom. We're gonna be digging for Deafening Clarion if we can here. We do get Outlaws Merriment on turn 4, Time Raveler on turn 3. If we can bounce something good, Outlaws Merriment actually pretty good against this deck. All right, Cavalcade of Calamity is very annoying. Steam Vents, all right. We're gonna have to shock ourselves if I play this because of Castle Ardenvel. I think I want to scry though. I'm digging for a Deafening Clarion. It's a good blocker. We know that we have a board wipe on turn 5, so that's not necessarily something we're going to be playing on turn 4. So again, I think we're just looking for a Deafening Clarion for next turn, which we can play, or just Teferi Time Raveler. Try to get rid of, I guess, Cavalcade of Calamity isn't great. None of these are really great for us to bounce. Maybe the Scorch Spitter. If we force them to attack the Teferi, that's even more damage not going towards our face because of Cavalcade of Calamity. Down to 12. Sorry guys, I woke up with, oh there we go, that's Deafening Clarion. Is it worth doing right now though? I think that we are okay with losing Teferi. Let's get out the land, or the plains for Castle Ardenvel. And let's go. So yeah, play Teferi. We're going to bounce Scorch Spitter. And then Cavalcade of Calamity, we're actually hoping 10th Street Dodger swings here and not at our face. Shocks our face, down to 8.
Right on schedule. I'll protect you.
Alright, Scorching Dragonfire. So Outlaws Merriment, the benefit, I guess we don't really get any value from that until later on. So yeah, I guess just Deafening Clarion, we have to try to survive here. Alright, swings it to Teferi. Yep.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Let's play Steam Vents tapped and just Deafening Clarion here. And then I guess we're hoping that they overcommit to the board here for the Realm Cloak Giant. Legion Warboss. Okay. Can we just keep this guy out? So we can play Teferi, Time Raveler, and Scorching Dragonfire. We can bounce the 1/1. Yeah, let's do that. Legion Warboss. Teferi, bounce the 1/1. And now we're kind of hoping again that they maybe overcommit. We have to try to gain life at some point here, though. Quench would be nice. We can play Outlaws Merriment and hold up Quench. But I'm thinking we're going to have to use Realm Cloak Giant here soon. There we go. Slaying Fire. Yep. I'm trying to think if we could have played that any differently. Outlaws Merriment, the issue is that it doesn't do anything the turn it comes out. Like the next turn, we could have made a 2/2 lifelinker or 2/1 lifelinker. So that would have been nice to at least have, but yeah, I'm not sure if we could have done anything different there. We just didn't draw the right pieces at the right times. We had a lot of good answers, but not all of the best answers there. All right, let's see who we're up against next. I love turbofog.com. Oh no. We do have Bone Crusher Giant, which is kind of nice. Quench on turn 2 into Teferi isn't bad. Let's keep this. Temple of Triumph into Island. Get a Scry on turn 1. Always happy to do that. Narset without the extra blue source. No, thank you. I am debating if we actually want Absorb. All right, pass the turn. Dawn of Hope, there's really not a reason to be playing it this early on. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's a pretty good thing to counter. Now we could play the Sacred Foundry into Dawn of Hope. It turns on all of our other stuff. So I do have one Castle Embereth just because we are creating lots of token creatures in this deck with Dawn of Hope, with Outlaws Merriment, which Dawn of Hope is kind of like that secondary, similar type of thing. Let's go ahead and bounce here. We could have made a token to start drawing more cards, but let's just go ahead and draw a card now. Slow them down a little bit, pass the turn. All right, shocks Teferi. Scorching Dragonfire, a hacha. Okay, Castle Embereth. Only does 3 damage. We can hold it up. Just bounce again. Any heat we can take onto our Planeswalkers we actually prefer against a burn deck. Castle Vantress is actually pretty good. Pass the turn. Yeah, brings it back out. And probably draw cards this turn to do 3 damage anyway. Radical Idea, yep. Again, any damage that's not dealt to our face is life gained. So we're okay with that. We've already gained 5 life from our guys and drawn cards. It would be nice to keep them out for longer, of course. Oh, Sarkhan just immediately dies, doesn't he? Get out Castle Vantris. I'm actually really liking these lands. I could Sarkin and tick up and just be able to have a 4/4. Creating the 4/4 dragon wouldn't be bad either, but maybe it's just better to start drawing cards with this Dawn of Hope. We can go to their end step to create a lifelinker. I just know that if we create the 4/4, it immediately dies to this Ironcrag Pyromancer. I'm not sure if there's ever really going to be a time that it doesn't, though. Okay, Improbable Alliance. Ops. Yep. Take all the damages. We might just Scorching Dragonfire the Fairy, I guess. No, we'll see if they'll block with the Pyromancer. If they block the Pyromancer, then we'll definitely kill it here. They have a shock. Okay, pass my turn. All right, swing on in there. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. All right, 3 other possibility. Creates a fairy. Engages my guy. Boo. I think what we're looking for is like Realm Cloak Giant now. All right, let's go with Sarkin the Masterless.
Feel the heat of my
We create a dragon just to have blockers up.
Behold!
I'm going to play the Mountain here just in case we find a reason to use this. Pass the turn. Probably immediately dies. We already know that they have Radical Idea here for it. But creating a 4/4 is better than anything else that we had going on for us. So I do actually really like Scorching Dragonfire because it does damage to Planeswalkers as well, except this is a 3 mana 5 loyalty up to 6. Oh my goodness. Yep, kill Sarkin.
The dragon does not lose!
We need to find answers and quick. Deafening Clarion. That's nice. That's really nice. Except they just draw a card and kill the dragon afterwards. We can also kill the Pyromancer. Which, in fact, I think we hit the Pyromancer first. And then Deafening Clarion. I'm hoping they don't have some sort of counter spell. All right, both sides. And I think we just hit the Royal Scions here. I guess they can still just draw 2 and target here in response, huh? Either way, we do kill it. Okay. Another Pyromancer.
My plan is crystallizing.
I think if we find like Outlaws Merriment or something like that, just to have consistent value, if we can get multiples of those out, we can start creating just about as much value. Quench is really a dead card here. Not what we want at all. All right, we can create 2 tokens. So Hollow Fountain tapped, pass the turn. I mean, perhaps there's a chance that we can quench something like right here, make them discard. If they try to use both of these, we can quench one of them. All right, resolve. And this just becomes a make you discard a card now. So yeah, that's worthwhile. Okay, Pyromancer, yep. all of the goodness.
Let us plan for the trials ahead.
Well, I had built this deck as well, which is really good. That'll be coming out in future videos. All right, create it now. Because they swung in with the Ironcrag Pyromancer, so we like that. Yep, get a draw. Realm Cloak Giant, there we go. Still gonna go for the draw here if we can. And we can. We can't play both of these, and we for sure want to play the Realm Cloak Giant, so autopay. The more of these guys we get rid of, the better chance we have. We can deal with the fairies all day long, especially with some life gain going on. All right, play that tap, pass the turn. Sark and the Master List going to be pretty good here as well. They do get to draw 4 cards. And the fairies... I mean, the fairies will be annoying. It's not good for us. Sark and the Master List, though, is exactly what we need to kill that, though. As long as they don't have an answer for Sarkin. Okay, Outlaws Merriment as well. All right, Sarkin, the Masterless.
Who are you?
Create a 4/4. Outlaws Merriment. And pass the turn. That is a really cool animation. All right, so this should be good as long as they don't have an answer for Sarkin right now, which they get a Scry as well. We actually may even want to Scry on our upkeep since we have enough. At the same time, we also want to be using Dawn of Hope here. That's right. They gain life equal to the number of cards. Oh my god, I forgot that they do damage equal to the number of cards in your hand as well. Oh, come on. I thought we were actually coming back there. We had a shot. If we had been able to create like a life linker or something there to get us back in that game, we had a chance. All right, up against Shugru. Bring it on, Shugru. This is good. Castle Breath comes in tapped. I guess we Steam Vents. So we'll probably play Temple of Triumph into Steam Vents for the Quench. It's always awkward holding that up, like paying 2 to, and then like, hey, I don't have anything. But sometimes letting them know you have something can make them even more cautious whenever you're holding up mana. So we'll see how it goes. Wish we were on the play, as always. That's pretty good as well. Temple of Triumph, we're looking for land. We don't have 2 blue mana, so I think we have to put that to the bottom. I think we could be a little bit more heavy with our blue lands. We had a lot of really white heavy stuff, so I think I had leaned a little bit more towards white, but we could definitely use maybe just like another Steam Vents. I think I have 3, or maybe it's 2. All right, pass the turn. Castle Vantress comes in for Narset next turn. Yeah, we'll quench that. Just don't let them get the Surveil. I'm fine with holding on, getting rid of a quench for that. And Narset. Deafening Clarion's looking pretty dead now, but if we can find... So we actually don't have the white source for Outlaws Merriment at the moment. But having multiples is really nice. I think we actually just take Sarkin here, though. With Teferi, we can draw another card. We can hopefully find the Sarkin, and then we have quite a few Planeswalkers. We already have 1 Outlaws Merriment, which is nice. Do we go for Chemist's Insight or Teferi? Teferi at least stops instant speed stuff, which is really nice. I'm going to actually play it out before we play Narset now.
This isn't a fight.
Hopefully just to slow them down and so we don't run into anything else there. Time wipe. Just tick up with Teferi for now. Where are the lands? I might just draw a card now. If we can find the land, it's so good.
Here we go.
There we go. Oh, it's tapped land. Castle Ardenvale. All right, pass the turn. We get Chemist's Insight, which is really nice. We also can hold up Absorb here as well. I don't typically play Control, just so you guys know. I'm sure you've already noticed it, but I'm not so grand at that. All right, can't cast that instant speed anyway. I don't know what they're holding up or holding onto here. I guess we have shown that we have a quench. I'm actually going to play Outlaws Merriment to be able to hold up the quench just in case of like Nicol Bolas or something here.
Might be a bad idea.
They can't cast stuff instant speed. We also have another Narset, which is nice. Next turn, I think we're hoping for land, maybe just another Outlaws Merriment. I did miss that. I mean, the more of these that we can get, the better. That's fine. Because we get to hold up Quench next turn as well. They can't draw cards anyway, yeah, more than... So I think they only drew one. Or no, that was on their turn because of Teferi, right? I tick up Teferi.
No, I am not making this up
Outlaws Merriment, just same plan. Swing in, down to their starting life total. Booyah! And this is exactly the kind of thing we want to be holding up. Is just kind of taking control here. The Devil. All right, that's fine. We have another one. I'd rather hold on to Quench for something else. Just drawing cards. Resolve. I'd rather hold on to some counters. The issue with Quench is that it's hard to really use. All right, create some stuff. Castle Embereth also a lot better now that we have big guys like that coming down. Let's go ahead and swing in. And let's play Sark in the Masterless now, maybe? Or just a Fairy. We gotta hold up Absorb this way.
Let's slow this down. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Hollow Fountain tapped and pass the turn. If we create, man, these 3/1 human with trample, so good. I've also been wanting to do like just a human tribal deck with this. That'll be coming in the future. Like I said, I don't have the mythic rares to be playing on this just yet. We'll see. All right, what you got? What has you got? Ritual of Soot. That we can absorb. And opponent scoops it up. Yes! Oh, that is good. The other thing too is like even if they did resolve it, it's not a big deal. But we did have a chance of doing quite a bit of damage that turn. And then with Sarkin out, we could actually Sarkin and make these guys into 4/4s as well. So we had lethal that way. So we were in pretty good shape. And here we are against Shoku. Let's do it. Turn 3 play, not the best turn 3 play. I like the rest of our hand. If we can live to turn 5, I mean, we have Time Wipe, which is really good. I'm going to keep this. It's a little bit awkward, but it's a little bit good as well. So Sacred Foundry tapped. Hollow Fountain next turn. Untapped, I guess, now. Yeah, that we will definitely quench. And I hate paying too much life against an aggro deck, but we may even just draw a card here. They might bring focus towards Teferi anyway. But I think we'll take up. We can get value for the next turn. If we can draw even a land for Kimster's Insight, we're in decent shape. Right, Murderous Rider.
Only time will tell.
Oh, where's the land? All right, Teferi.
I know my responsibility.
Tick up.
Here goes nothing.
I really want to draw that card, but I'd rather get a little bit more value. Maybe I'm a bit greedy. Ooh, and we just bounce back the Rider. That's annoying. Which gives them a way to kill more of our stuff. I think right now it's actually still worthwhile.
I've got it.
Even if they just kill Teferi, I'm okay with this. Okay, Outlaws Merriment. We could have played Chemist's Insight there, but I'm going to go ahead and get out this just to start creating possible life linkers. A little bit harder for them to deal with. And we know that they have Murderous Rider, so I'd actually like them to cast it on Teferi instead of Sarkhan. We did bring our life total very low against this deck with all these shock lands, which is an issue of going 3 color. That's basically the best way to do it. So you just have to plan on your life total probably going down around 14 or so. All right, gets to hold on to the Murderous Rider. That's annoying. Bone Crusher Giant of our own. Well, we'll just hold on to that. Down to 16, pass the turn. Let's see if they play anything else. Realm Cloak Giant doesn't really work well against the Bone Crusher Giant, that's for sure. Quench and Absorb, huh? Both seem pretty good. It might just be Sarkhan the Masterless, though. Here, create a 4/4. A Lifelinker's nice. So if we hold off, we have Absorb, Bone Crusher Giant, and Quench that we can all play. We have to take 4 from Bone Crusher Giant, which we can create blockers for it later on. So I'm not actually, we have enough to block him. That's right, we do have enough. Sorry, I'm thinking it was a 4/4 instead of 4/3. Just gotta like read the cards one of these days, you know. If they're gonna Bone Crusher Giant, we definitely Quench here. Yep, Quench. Great way to get rid of that card. See if they go for the Murderous Rider. The life gain from Absorb would make it worthwhile. Chandra, that is worth absorbing. Gain 3 life, up to 17. Yeah, Realm Cloak Giant, this is one of the biggest issues with Bone Crusher Giant is that, or the main reason that it's good to play is that it's even good against control, because a lot of control decks are going to be running more towards these Realm Cloak Giants nowadays. So instead of that, we're just going to be focusing on getting out some extra value.
What know you of dragons? Your end has arrived!
We know that they have the Murderous Rider. Is it worth attacking in now? We only get 3 damage in. The biggest thing is we'd gain 4 life, but let's just pass the turn. Play Swamp. They've had a lot of lands. I'm sure this deck hasn't wanted to run that many. We would like to grab one more. There we go. All right. Opponent does scoop it up. they had Murderous Rider for the Sarkhan, but then they don't deal with the flyer. They can't really attack in aggressively because we were already creating enough board with Lifelinkers that we would definitely win a race. And so I think that was, yeah, we definitely had it at that point. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let's go back into where it is here. I have so many decks I need to play, and these are a bunch of ones that I don't have cards yet for, but are really fun. Let's see if we can make this work. There we go. And anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below the differences or the changes you would make to the deck. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.